Sister, I need to speak with you.
Luna, what are you doing here this time of day? Aren't you supposed to rest for the night?
I am, but before that I must address something I noticed tonight in many ponies' dreams. I have seen more than once that there is great concern over this rumor of a new law you intend to pass. You know, the outlawing of anything purple.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what the fuck is every pony's problem? It's not even like that many ponies, or creatures in general, have that disgusting color. I feel like I'm doing every pony a favor. Who doesn't get sick in the stomach when they see this abominable mixture of blue and red? Fucking wretched.
But what about Princess Twilight? Why the fuck did we make her a princess like 6 seasons ago? She's been purple her whole damn life.
To be honest, I was hoping her transformation would fix that. You know, like with my lame pink mane turning to this rainbow wave of sweetness. But it didn't quite work out the way I intended. All that happened was that she grew a little taller.
So all in all, you just really fucked yourself. You made one of the only purple ponies that even live in the proximity of Canterlot Immortal. Good fucking Anya.
Well, I did try taking her title away. I already had a replacement ready as well.
Really? Whom did you have in mind?
I was going to crown Zecora, the new princess of friendship.
Why Zecora?
There were multiple reasons, but most importantly, my eavesdroppers overheard some ponies saying that they think I'm a big racist.
So what? Don't you always just silence ponies like these?
Normally I do. But this time it's not so simple. You see, the ponies thinking this are none other than the pupils of Ponyville's preschool.
How the fuck do these fools even know what racism is?
I bet it was that cheerly bitch. That earth filth always tries to poison young ponies' minds with her equality bullshit. But I can't make her vanish because she is the only fucking teacher in this area. Ponies would know this.
But what does all that have to do with Zecora?
It's actually pretty genius, not gonna lie. By making a black pony, a zebra, into the new princess of friendship, no pony can claim that I'm racist. Like, I even have a princess colleague who's black.
Your genius is beyond comprehension. But tell me, sister, where the hell is Zecora then? How come I still saw Twilight yesterday with her wings and all? Isn't she no longer a princess?
She is. I thought about it and came to the conclusion that despite Twilight being purple, which still is pretty disgusting, Zecora is too close to being a filthy earth pony. So I booted that zebra to the moon and made a different arrangement with Twilight.
What kind of arrangement could that be?
Well, you weren't wrong about saying that I royally fucked myself with Twilight. In fact, that is exactly what I did.
Ew, what the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Nothing. Don't go judging me when you haven't tried that horn yourself. It has that perfect length, other than your horn, or mine, or even Cadence.
What the fuck are you seeing right now?
Well, looking at your horns, I always get that eerie feeling that I'd just skewer myself if I ever tried using them. But with Twilight, it's different. She is just really a perfect fit.
Stop it, sister! I've never thought of ever using any pony's horn. That is just gross.
Well. I don't want to say that you're being prejudiced, but you can't condemn someone for their kinks.
Maybe not, but I can certainly condemn you for your racist attitude.
That doesn't matter in this. Besides, you're missing the most crucial upside of using Twilight's horn.
And what's that?
That for a few precious minutes, Equestria's a little less purple.
Fucking hell, sister. That's just horrible.
It is what it is. Now, is there anything else you wanted to discuss?
Typical of you to just dodge this topic now. Fine, whatever. Did you hear about that incident with Pinkie Pie overdosing on brake fluid?
Yeah, but I couldn't care less. I'm actually glad that her obnoxious voice hasn't been in any of these sketches.
I hate to admit it, but so am I.
What else is new?
Interestingly, I just happened to stumble across this other rumor about our young Princess Twilight. Actually, it's more than a rumor, because I saw the evidence for it in her own dreams, sister. I believe she fucked her brother.
Her brother? Twilight fuck Shining Armor.
Yes, and if I quote correctly what Little Apple Bloom subconsciously thinks about it, it wasn't even a simple humping. She describes it as a straight-on deep fucking.
Okay, first of all, very hot. I like. Secondly, how does a filly like her have such slutty thoughts? And thirdly, I don't mind that all that much, as long as she keeps her horn reserved for me.
Will you ever drop it?
Greetings, Princess Celestia. Oh, and you too.
Welcome, Twilight.
Yes, greetings from me as well.
What are you doing here? Don't you just always sleep through the day?
I do. But I just had some things I needed to discuss with my sister, which is all settled now, though. But one question I do want to ask you. What is the reason for your presence here?
Well, I was invited here by Princess Celestia. She wanted me to regurgitate the reason why I got to keep my title.
I see. Have a really good time with each other then.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Does she know about
She does, but it's all right. I explained it to her.
Also, that is hardly the most juicy fact I know about you.
What do you mean?
I am speaking of the one night you spent in intercourse with your very own brother.
Seriously, why does no pony ever let me leave that down? It was a fucking accident. How often do I need to make that clear?
A wise tortoise once said there are no accidents.
Fuck off with you stupid Master Oogway meme. It happened on a blind date. There were literal privacy screens between us and it was pitch black outside when we left. We went to my castle and just did it in the first room we entered. There were no torches on or anything. It was pure darkness.
And then you fucked your brother.
How should I have figured out it was him? This happened to be the first time I felt him inside me. I couldn't have known.
You could have asked him what his name was, or tell him yours at some point during that evening.
Yeah, it's really easy to say that from the passenger seat. But please don't tell Shining Armor about this. He'd be so ashamed.
Wait, your brother doesn't know about this.
How does one sleep with their sister and not realize whom he was screwing there?
Well, I came to before him the next morning. When I saw him next to me, I quickly jumped out of the bed and left the room. Please just let this rest. I just want to forget that ever happened.
Really? Because from what I saw in your dreams, you still think pretty intensely about that night? And judging by the look you had on your face, you seem to be getting quite warm under the sheets.
Oh, just fuck off, Una. Get the fuck in your bed and twiddle you twat about other ponies' fantasies.
Very well then. I was on my way out anyways.
I deeply apologize for her behavior, Twilight.
Why the fuck is she acting like this obnoxious bitch?
Don't think too much of it. The way I see it, she is just really frustrated about the fact that every pony in Equestria, even a young foal like Apple Bloom, is having better fucks than she had in 1,000 years.
Have you tried offering her my horn?
I have, but to no avail. She said she wouldn't even think about such things.
Well, that's a shame. I know what a curse this frustration can be.
Yes, it can drive you so far that you would fuck your own brother.
Celestia, just shut your twat. I was being sincere here. I'd gladly help her out if she wants me to. Well, maybe some other day.
That's very selfless of you, my dear Twilight. But yes, another day. For now, it is time to reassess the reasoning for your princess title. Assume position.
Yes, my goddess.